Hello guys, and welcome to episode number 26 of my Football Manager 2023 European Journeyman Save, where we're aiming to win the top tier division in every nation in Europe. Currently in our third nation of Northern Ireland, having ticked Iceland and Wales off the list already. We're our second club in Northern Ireland after getting Anna United promoted in our first season from the Championship. We're currently the manager of Glenavon in the Danske Bank Premiership. Things are going reasonably well. We're about where we're expected to be honest. If we have a quick look at the table, and then we'll go over the games that we've played, you can see that we're currently sat in 5th position, a long way off Cliftonville at the top, and Glentoran just behind them. We have got a decent goal difference though, but we are pretty much where we're expected to be. So it's going to be sort of a season of consolidating, maybe bringing some better players for next season. Maybe if one of these top 4 managers lose their job next season, towards the end of the season, we can sort of jump ship and move on to one of those. In terms of how we've done though since you were last with us, which was the opening game of the season, it was the Crusaders game. We then followed that up with a defeat to Glentoran, a 3-2 defeat with Padraig Lindores bagging a 2, Shay McCartan bagging the winner in the 91st minute, unfortunately, after Larry McCann and Antonius Whitlow bagged the goals for us. We had a 6-2 extra time win in the Bet McLean Cup second round, 2-2 at full time, and we managed to bag 4 goals in extra time. Next up was Coleraine at home, a 3-2 win. Whitlow with 2 in this one, Larry McCann, Adam Stockton, who is a new signing by the way. He is a right back, has come in from Romulus. A very, very good player for this sort of level and this club. He's got some great physicals, some great mentals as well. So he's the new right back. Unfortunately, he was sent off on his debut though, 26 minutes into his debut. But we then faced our former club in the Cup, in the Mid-Ulster Cup first round, Anna with a 2-0 win. We then faced them again in the league and we absolutely thumped them 6-1. McCann grabbing a hat-trick in this one, Whitlow with 2, Daniel Grace with 1. We followed that up with another 6-1 win against Carrick. Whitlow bagged 5 in this game, and Daniel Grace getting on the score sheet. Now Whitlow, as many goals as he does score for us, he is very, very streaky. I don't think he's scored for a little while, and some of his match ratings have been really poor. And you can see that we, after beating Carrick 6-1, we then followed that up with a 2-0 defeat away to Cliftonville. Miles Kodabakis grabbing both the goals for Cliftonville there. We did draw with Linfield though. Chanchi Fai with the goal in the 15th minute before Linfield equalised in the 92nd minute. That would have been a great result. We then took on Newry City AFC. They are considered our rivals, and it was a disappointing defeat after taking the lead in the first minute in that one. Followed that up against Amar. Daniel Grace bagged all 4 goals in this one. This is the Mid-Ulster Cup quarter-final. We then took on Ballymena United, 2 games in a row. First of all in the Premier League, with Antonius Whitlow bagging both the goals. We then took them on in the Cup, in the Bet McLean Cup third round. Daniel Grace and Whitlow with the goals in this one. Dungannon was next in the league, a 3-3 draw. Larry McCann grabbing all 3 goals for us. It was then Larne, the team currently sat in 3rd in the league. We actually picked up a victory here away from home against Larne. It was a fantastic result. It was Adara Leahy with the only goal of the game. Into the Cup quarter-final then against Crusaders. Chanchi Fai scored the penalty in the 35th minute. Very, very good performance to get us into the semi-finals of the Bet McLean Cup. And the last league game that we've played was at home to Glentoran. Again, we took the lead in this one through Matthew Fitzpatrick. Glentoran with Stephen Hamilton and Padraig Lindores again scoring against us to seal our fate and our defeat, really. And then finally, we took on our rivals again, this time in the Mid-Ulster Cup semi-final. And it was a 2-0 win there, Daniel Grace and Larry McCann. So we do have a cup final to look forward to. It's quite some way in the future, though, and we are against Ballymacash Rangers. They're actually the division below us. We've also got another cup semi-final. But we're back today for the game against Coleraine. We are now currently a third of the way through the season. Like I say, we're conceding a lot of goals, which is our downfall, really. We were the highest scorers in the league. We've scored a lot of goals. But we're facing Coleraine. They're currently in 8th place, just the 6 point behind us. So not too bad, but that is today's game basically. And this is the lineup that we're going to go for today. It's going to be Berry in goal, Stockton at the right back with Dennison and Chanchay Fai as the two centre-halves, and then Leahy as the left wing back there. Baird comes in as the Mazzala. Galasso, the man on loan from Partick Thistle, has had a very, very good season for us. He is starting as the ball-winning midfielder, and then it's going to be Glynn as the box-to-box midfielder, with Grace, McCann and Whitlow as the three up top. We are away from home for today, so it could potentially be a little bit of a difficult game of banana skin for us, but still, hopefully we can pick up a win here to maybe keep our push towards that top four. It'd be nice to break into the top four this time around, make it a little bit easier for us next season. It'd make it more likely that one of the big four, if one of them doesn't make it in, could lose their manager at the end of the season, and that would make our job in Northern Ireland much, much easier. But into today's game, we are the away team, so we're playing in our yellowy-green kit today. Like I say, hoping to pick up the victory here to keep the pressure on Linfield and Larne ahead of us, providing they don't win, of course. Glentoran are already 1-0 up against the bottom team, Carrick, 2-0 now. Carrick have had a dire season, minus 27 goal difference after 14 games. Is not great. Anna United, our former club, currently find themselves in the bottom two as well. So they're in that relegation playoff position with a minus 15 goal difference. They have picked up 9 points, though. They're not too far behind Ballymena. As we finally get our first highlight of the game, and it is down the left-hand side. And Chris Agnew for Coleraine has been sent off. I didn't see what for there. It looked like our guy making the tackle. And that was not the best first half of football, was it? Not a single highlight. Not a single highlight other than that sending off for Coleraine. But surely now that is the opportunity for us to go and grab the winning goals, hopefully. We have had the majority of the momentum, and we've got much higher XG. I am going to get a little bit shouty at them, though, because we need to actually perform here and get the ball in the back of the net against the 10 men. And finally, an attacking highlight. It's Glynn with a free kick on the left-hand side towards Chanchay Fai, whose header has gone just over the bar. I hope that's not the only highlight of the game. Right now we're starting to get into it. Now we are. Galasso finds Grace on the edge of the area. Well tackled by Brown, though. Goes long, but Dennison's underneath it. Now it's Baird. Forward towards Whitlow. The keeper, Dean, out off his line there, though. Quick. Good positioning from the goalkeeper to take that away from Whitlow. It's gone long, though, but Stockton's underneath it. Galasso, now Chanchay Fai. Advancing forward, finds Glynn. Now Galasso again. Switching the player over towards Stockton on the right-hand side. Forward towards Baird, but it's a poor ball, and Harvey's there. Cuts it out inside to Brown. Now Bagley, but McCann picks it off him. It's Glynn on the edge of the area. Glynn with the effort. Michael Glynn with the goal. Assisted by Larry McCann. It's his second goal of the season. And finally, we have broken the deadlock here against Coleraine. The 10 men of Coleraine. It took its time coming. Good tackle there by McCann. Feeds Glynn, and it's a great effort on his left foot from the edge of the area, just beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. And like I say, we've finally broken the back line of Coleraine. Glentoran are 6-0 up against Carrick. Carrick are having a stinker of a season. Linfield are 3-0 up against our former team, Anna United, so we're not closing the gap to Linfield. It does look like Larne are winning as well, judging by the points. Let's have a quick look. They're 2-1 up against Newry City. But a 1-0 victory for us there against Coleraine. We were made to work hard for that one, but we got there in the end. I think what I might do, guys, because that was such a boring game, just the one goal, not many highlights. I might do another one in this episode. We'll have a quick look at who it's against. I think it's against our rivals, Newry City, because I've got a cup game in between. It is going to be against Newry City. So I'm going to go away, play that cup game against Linfield, and I'll come back and I'll do the game against Newry City. Right, guys, welcome back to the second game of today's episode. At home to Newry City FC. Newry City are a rival of ours. They currently find themselves in 7th place in the table, so not too far behind us. Hoping we can pick up the result here today. We are a little bit short of players for some reason. I don't know why that is. We're just going to stick a youth player on. We don't have a lot of players here at Glenavon. But the lineup that we're going to go with for today is going to be, it's going to be Hall coming in as the right back. In fact, no, I want my best players on the pitch. I'd like Stockton in there. I haven't set the team lineup, as you can see. Just incidentally, we did lose that cup semi-final to Linfield. It was a 2-0 defeat, unfortunately. So Stockton, Dennison, Chang-Chi Fai and Leahy as the back four. Both the centre-halves are struggling a little bit for match fitness. In midfield, it's going to be McGinn, Galasso and Baird. We're then going to go Robertson today as the attacking midfielder, with McCann and Whitlow continuing their partnership up front. Hopefully Whitlow can actually find the target today, because he's been a little bit poor. Like I said towards the start of the episode, he is very, very streaky. He'll score 5 goals in one game and then won't score for the next 5-6 games. It's a little bit disappointing. Maybe the level that we're at is just a little bit too high for him. But like I say, I hope that we can beat our rivals here today. Barry Gray has said some things about me in the press, which I haven't taken too kindly to. We do have a very early highlight though. McCann with a free kick from the quite some distance out is clipped at the top of the net. But we've had the highlight early on in the game, and it took us 18 minutes for the second one. It's McCann again over a free kick. It goes down the line towards Chang-Chi Fai. Something from the training ground. Back out to Baird. Baird out to wide to Whitlow. Gets it across for Robertson. The shot is blocked and it's gone for a corner to Glenavon. Can we capitalise from this corner? As you can see there in the bottom corner, Linfield have taken the lead away to Coleraine. Leahy with the corner. It's a poor one. Bradley boots it clear. Not the best of corners there from Leahy, the left back. Right, approaching half-time now. Goal kick taken by Thompson. It's good header by Galasso though. McCann helps it on towards Robertson. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he's put it wide. He's put it wide. Oh, that's a shocking effort there from Robertson. Maybe why he's not played so much football this season. So half-time, 0-0. We have been on top. We've been massively on top. We just need to find that goal. I'm going to tell them that I'm not happy with them. Incidentally, Coleraine have turned that around against Linfield, so that puts Linfield just a point ahead of us, so we could jump them if we can pick up a result here. As McCann swings his free kick just towards Whitlow, and it's the top of the net again, unfortunately. We need to bag this goal. Carrick, they were in front, believe it or not. Right, Leahy, right-hand side, free kick, McCann, and it's the roof of the net again. That's 3 times now in this game that we've landed the ball on the roof of the net. I thought Newry City were going to FM us there, really. Barry rolls it out to the left-hand side to Leahy. Back to Chang-Chi Fai. Galasso. Now Dennison. Forward towards Baird. Nice little passing play here. Great ball forward by McCann. Can Whitlow score? He can. That was easy for him, wasn't it? Anthonius Whitlow with his 18th goal of the season in the 59th minute makes it 1-0 to Glenavon. And finally, we've scored a goal in this game that we've been absolutely dominant in. What a great passage of play this was. Whitlow there getting on the end of that pass. And he's just sort of rolled it in, hasn't he? I've also just realised that I'm uncautious. I did that for the Linfield game and I've forgotten to change it back. That could explain a few things. Chang-Chi Fai wins that header. Leahy to McMinn. Whitlow looking to turn provider this time. Great ball forward towards Robertson. Neil gets across there. Makes a great tackle. He's been given a penalty against him. That looked like a fantastic tackle to me. And it's going to be McCann to take the penalty. And he's fired it into that bottom corner to make it 2-0. Rather fortunate goal there, because that did not look like a penalty in the slightest to me. It looked like a great tackle. But McCann made no mistake with the penalty. It's a great penalty that the keeper he went the right way, but he's got no chance of getting that. And it's now 2-0 to Glenavon. And as things stand, we are moving up into 4th place in the table. Linfield drawing away from home with Coleraine. Right, McCann again over this deep free kick. It's towards Dennison. Dennison with a header. It's gone just wide of the post. We do seem to get a lot of opportunities from these free kicks, though, particularly in the wide areas. As Galasso wins that header, it's McMinn this time. Tackled by Reynolds, though. Topley to McConnell. Looking for Topley again, but Leahy's there. It's a poor pass. Leahy back to Chang-Chi Fai. He's got Golasso ahead of him. McMinn, Robertson, McMinn and McCann are confusing me. McCann trying to find Whitlow, but it's cut out. It's as far as Denison, though. Inside to Golasso. Now McMinn again. Forward to Whitlow. He's got runners ahead of him. It's Robertson, but it's not the greatest of pass. Robertson has pinched the ball off the defender there, though. Alex Robertson scores his first goal of the season after some poor defending from the Newry City centre-half. Just dilly-dallied on the ball, really. Whitlow, it wasn't the best of passes, but Rogers thought he had more time than he did. Robertson's pinched it off him, fired it off the inside of the post to make it 3-0. And it's now a comfortable victory as Linfield have now taken the lead away to Coleraine. So it's status quo in terms of the league table as far as we're concerned. But that's a fantastic victory for us. A 3.1 XG, which is absolutely fantastic. Of course, that's inflated by the penalty. But yeah, great result for us. Great result. So 2 matches today, 2 wins, which is nice to see. The first one was a little bit poor, which is why we've done a second one in today's episode. And that's going to be the end of it, guys. We'll have a quick look at the table, see where we're at after 14 games. 26 points is a fairly decent return. Played 14, won 8, drawn 2, lost 4. We are still pushing on the door of the top 4, potentially the top 3, although it's going to be very, very hard. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment for me as well. Just let me know what you think so far. Let me know if you're enjoying it, really. Any improvements I can make as well. I am still learning the YouTube side of things. So yeah, just let me know what you think, guys. Anything I can improve on. Anything else that you'd like to see more detail. That would be great if you could just let me know. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.